So I started this video already like ranting on about like Rush for like 5 minutes, and then I was like, oh, that record button has to be red. No, good start of the day, right? So yeah, rushing. This Rush video is pretty late. I had to do some other stuff like around and whatnot. So is what it is. It's gonna be post-commentary Rush, but I can actually like skip through to the next fight, kind of. So I can just like fast forward, and then we're in the next fight. So I actually made a really fast Kabila, and I thought like, ooh, now I really have a good set to win many offenses, right? So it's gonna do a lot of damage, that kind of stuff. So you illusion this, and everything is dead. 19Ks on the Molly, pretty nice. So this team has 7 sets of fight, and by that means, yes, Kabila has 1 set of fight too. She's swift fight and still like 330-ish something more speed. So it's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. But the issue is hitting mollies. Hitting mollies is still or hitting people with 2 good artifacts. Oof, oof. So this kind of stuff really easy. Also a note, some people have been asking is like, can you showcase some runes? I'm maybe showcasing some runes in like a separate video and then just go over all of the units that I use in AO. One thing, like I will talk about some like units, how I rune it. For example, my Pisama is Willblade Nemesis. So it's not Despair, it's not Rage, it's not Violent, it's not any of those. Why? Is mainly because it's a really good offense set. I don't use Pisama in defense anymore, or like barely at all. And offense-wise, you kind of want to have the will runes, because if the enemy Pisama moves and you don't have will, you get stunned or you get reset, which is not that good. Molly is a stupid unit. Can we just agree to delete Molly from this game? Even if I had Molly, I would still play it, but I would play with anything that would make me win probably. But man, Molly is just so stupid. Molly is legit stupid. But okay, let's continue. So if the enemy Pisama moves, you don't get stunned, that kind of stuff. And the Nemesis is actually there so that if the Pisama moves, you take more attack bar. So the Kabila push-up attack bar plus the Nemesis attack bar is probably gonna make your Pisama move. So that's actually pretty nice. And in the meantime, we're raid auto farming. So not Raid Shadow Legends, raid auto farming. Ha! Way better than the other game that whatever, just yeah. So then you gotta sell your runes, yes. Then you press on the next one, yes. And then you go times 10 and bye 90 energies. Let's trade energies for blue grinds or mana, whatever. Almost had you there, right? Almost had you there, right? No, we're not gonna promote it. Oh yeah, this video, this clip is a little bit laggy. I had some laggy clips, I'll just like fast forward to it if it's not so interesting. But yeah, you think like this is pretty like anti-illusionable. I thought with that counter it would have been, but the thing is the first Lucian is pretty weak and moves before Tion. And then the second Lucian is like really strong and it's like a fat Lucian. So if you have a Lucian without a boost up skill, it does like about 6Ks, it mostly doesn't proc Nemesis. So it's actually procs less Nemesis than your Bernard is actually boosting for. So your boosting Bernard is more, therefore no Nemesis proc, therefore easy freaking win. And this one is a little bit dangerous because if they have good artifacts, you do a lot less damage. So let's actually check the damage. So we have 19Ks on the Shan, 16Ks on the Ragdoll, and about 12.3Ks on the Monkey. So that's actually a pretty big like gap of like how much damage you do just because of artifacts. Still pretty much everything dies, but it is something to keep in mind because at some point you think you have a good team. At some point you think you have a good team. Yep, boom, to the next one, to the next one. Are we gonna use this? Yes, at first I thought like using my Megan, that is Will Nemesis, but then I was like, if you have both Megan and Alicia, Leo's gonna hit either one of them and then the Megan is not gonna boost up. And I was like, what the hell, just use this. This is 7 sets of fight anyways, so it's not gonna change anything that much. So we hit that, sure, fine. We boost up again. We just smooth sailing 18.9Ks on that aerial. Easy peasy. This team always pretty easy. People are asking me often this question, why are you switching between Kona and Tion? Tion is triple fight and Kona is swift fight. So Kona is like 280-ish. And to follow up on a 330 Kabila, you kind of need, I think, like 275 or don't add me on exact numbers, but it's like somewhere like in the the mid 270s to high 270s range, which triple fight unit is of course not. So if I fear like getting outsped, I will use Kona. If not, then I will use Tion. That's mainly the case. So this one is really risky, right? So you have 3 units with damage reduction plus 1 unit. You have 4 units of passive of not being Lucianed. And I was like, I'm a Lucian this. And he has shield runes. That's why you're like, okay, I just killed myself and only 1 unit died. But let's not do that again. Oh wait, I did. Wait, or did I finish this? Did I manage to kill this? Man, this is just... It's steady. Like, the Triana does absolutely no damage. If the Triana is legitimately hitting 2Ks on that Alicia, then there's no damage on that unit whatsoever. But yeah, I won by kind of luck sacking, but that was not a good win. That's not how you're supposed to Lucian. So if you have 4 passes of Lucians against your ass, do not Lucian. So the next one, we have more passes to not Lucian your ass. Bit tricky. Is a bit tricky. Thing is, if Molly doesn't go too ham, even if this would kill, Pisama comes back, he would kill, and then it's still easy peasy, smooth sailing. But there is an issue. There's an issue I've never thought of that people would actually do. This thing vampire. This Lydia vampire. That's 5 at. This Lydia vampire and is resisting shit. I think that bird is high Eki. I think that the slot 6 is actually Eki. But this thing vampire. Well, that's the first fail. Nice one, Mercer. Nice one. Like the idea. Slowly looking for my team. Checking that's a triple fight. So let's see how much damage we do in a normal triple fight. So 9 times fight set. He outspeeds me, which could have gone... No, he would have hit Alicia, which doesn't really matter. And we're fine. It's actually a-okay. So yeah, Jamire kind of helps on the triple fight. Like, I didn't really find any useful unit on triple fight, so I actually have 2 Jamires. My second Jamire is triple fight. First Jamire I never use, so why is it the second Jamire on triple fight? I have no clue. Just do whatever. Oh yeah, this is pretty funny. So I have double Artemil. We have 4 passives of BS. So can we Lucian this? And there's shield sets on it too. So can you Lucian this? Well, let's see. Double Artemil. It looks cool. Double Artemil flying at your ass. So we got double crit reduce on the right Artemil, which is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But these Artemils don't do too much damage. I think these Artemils for some reason are not that good ranked. Like 5k on a really weak HP and defense unit is not that much. Also, this Bernard is speed crit damage attack, which helps out a lot. Like this Bernard doesn't have to be like really fast, like not at all. Just needs to be speed crit damage attack, so it can actually help with like cleanup in case of necessity. Well, it's pretty late here already, actually. It's about 2 AM. Or is it normal? I don't know. Card in your face. And we are at rank 35, but we're getting hit quite some. Which is not too good. So fast forwarding a bit. So just to fast forward a bit, I skip a bit throughout like the searching for teams because I can actually fast forward this time because it's post commentary. So this one, it's always pretty easy. You can just Cyrus. If things glanced, could be bad, but I'm pretty sure even though you glance, the Zyros like skill itself still works, and that was a Tiana 41k on the figure, was it not? We go for the replay, instant replay. Tiana, go for the 41k. Speed crit damage attack Tiana. I just missed it, but whatever. Yeah, speed crit damage attack Tiana. Pretty funny. It's still pretty fast though, but yeah, that's speed crit damage attack one. She does a lot of damage, and especially in this team because you don't have a wind damage dealer, it works really well for the cleanup. Still getting a little bit of hits, and bombing someone's ass. So I didn't use that many bombs yet. Bombs is mostly for anything that's more bruiser-ish, like expecting a bruiser-ish fight that I can't Lucian is always good to bomb. Issue with bombs is bomb can miss, strips can miss. That kind of stuff can miss. It can take quite a long time, but it's mostly pretty safe because, well, my bombers are just pretty good runes. That's mainly it. Also, Bastet is a pretty good unit with the S2 to like provide a lot of like debuffs and that kind of stuff. Dover S3 is like highly painful and that kind of stuff. I would use a Liebly if I had one because it's just a lot more damage. But besides that, Dover is by far the best solution you can have. You could go for a Taurus or a Malaka if you don't have Dover, which are both pretty good options, or you could even go for a Sion, but Sion S3 is not going to help you that much. Jojo S3 is not going to help you that much, so therefore I do like the Cobalt Bombers over the Lucian Brothers, except for when you have Liebly, of course. And this team, I Lucianed it before, but you can also bomb it. So let's see how it looks like if you bomb it. Can we bomb it? Yes, we can. But can we bomb it? Yes, we can. Are we landing all bombs here? No, we missed one more. We missed 3 bombs so far. No, 2 bombs. We missed 2 bombs. So I didn't let it explode because we missed 2 bombs. So it's actually better to go for Curse of the Beautiful into S3 of Dover, so you actually reduce like quite some HP already. Maybe he'll block some stuff here and there, then she procs out, that kind of yada yada. But well, those are actually pretty weak for like against bomb damage. But and then you miss another bomb. I do have max Aki on all of those units, but yeah, it's what it is. So if you land all bombs, it's pretty fast. If you don't land all bombs, these teams tend to go pretty slow. Also, shit like that. Also, I don't have a light chasun, which is in this meta insanely OP. But I did talk to some other people and got some other ideas for AO, so I'm probably gonna use that next week. We'll see, we'll see. So yeah, this is done deal, whatever. Next. Okay, so we're going into more bombs. I still like my bombs a lot because it's pretty safe of a team. Like even if I would miss, like if you miss your Lucian, like you don't kill with Lucian, like you don't miss your Lucian, but well, against Molly you miss your Lucian, but if you don't kill with Lucian, you're in a really bad spot most of the time. If you miss with bombs, you just have to like cycle some more turns, you'll get there. At some point you'll just get there. Like this kind of stuff, you'll just get there, easy. And then easy win. Just took a while. It just took a little bit, but fast forwarding a bit back and forth here, so it's not really live. And we have a lot of defense successes since I switched to defense, which is pretty nice. I always appreciate defense successes, that you guys try to take effort to boost me. Well, don't boost me, it's not a lot. Wait, you can't even really boost any people anymore, so just keep on hitting. So then again, similar team. You could bomb this. I think I bombed this before, but you can also Lucian it. So it's kind of like when should you bomb, when should you Lucian? Whenever you feel like it. I feel like it's kind of used for like if I want to go more safe, especially against mollies, I feel bombing is better. If I want to go more YOLO-ish like this monkey's going ham. Did I lose? I think I lost against this monkey. This molly monkey I'm pretty sure this molly monkey just killed my ass. We do get heal blocks though, but that shield is heavy. That shield is heavy, and she procced into her stuff again. But that's a heavy shield, man. Molly is OP. And then you nearly kill it, then there's another shield, and there's another proc. You did. And then I waste more time and I'm dead. So then I go in again. To think that this would work. And then I'm like, no. No. This does not work. So I lost twice. Do I go in again? Am I that stubborn? Well, actually, it's pretty decent right now to go in again, because if you lose the first time, you lose 10. If you lose the second time, it's only 5. So it's not like, I think people don't get punished for losing as much anymore. People just keep trying until they win. So if you're playing against someone that's way higher than you just keep on trying. And at some point you win and you just steal all his points. That's pretty much it. So I was like, if I hit more, I can totally win. And I hit way less. Wait, how many did I actually... How many miscrits did I have here? Not that many. I hit 8Ks on the monkey. Those are critters, right? That's fucking weak. Okay, I did miss one on the figure and one on the... yeah, okay, we're done. We're done. We're done. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Oh, wait, I go in again. Oh, I'm so fucking stubborn. Yeah, that's what I said. Like, sometimes... Oh, now we actually kill it. So, we needed some anti-molly luck, kind of. The monkey is good rune, though. I don't do that much damage on the monkey, and he does a lot of damage on me. That's not a fair trait. I do not like that trait. Know why I killed his ass, but that took 3 times. But the funny thing is, it just takes time. But me actually hitting him 3 times, probably, like in the end, like how many points did he gain? Is probably like +5 or +3 or something, because I actually killed him at the end. So, oh yeah, this is the one I had hit before, and I totally forgot that I shouldn't hit. So there we go again. It's one of those days I was just... I don't know what it was. I was just doing stupid shit. I was... Oh yeah, actually I did hit this one, but it worked last time. But it would kind of luckily work last time. So this time I was a little less in luck, I think. S3 can do more damage, but I was kind of hoping that S2 would do enough, and then... Yeah, no. No, wait, S2 can do more damage, but I was kind of hoping S3 would be enough and then it would be fine, but... Sometimes you just lose. Sometimes you pick the wrong stuff. You can't even blame that on RNG. No. That wasn't my bad. So how far are we into the rush? So we have about like 19 minutes left, as you can see on the timer here. So it's still plenty of time for me to fool around, lose some AOs and that kind of stuff. So then I'm like, okay, and that's where I'm like, oh yeah, that's where I pick Kona instead of Tion normally. Yeah. Yeah, but then he has a lot of reduction against wind. And I'm like, yeah. But in the end, we're still fine. We're still Gucci. But that was close. That was hella close. That's too close for comfort. Ooh, can sell my grinds again. Selling all damn grinds. Man, is there anything better in life than auto raids? Wait, there's probably a whole bunch of things way better in life than auto raids, but whatever. It's pretty nice. Next fight, who do we go for? Oh yeah, this kind of stuff. So that's where I switch to Tion. I outspeed the Triton with the... Or no, I switch to Kona. I outspeed it with the Kona. And then easy, smooth sailing. Still doing about 15Ks, which is pretty a lot. But it kind of helped that the xxKilla was fight here as well. But I'm not sure if I will use that again in the same scenario. Because even with that, a lot of stuff is still pretty difficult to Lucian with all of these artifacts and mollies and whatnot around. So into the next fight, we can bomb. This Ganymede is actually Swift as well, Swift Blade. So it's just pretty nice to... The actual thing is it's best against a Tianlang because the Ganymede will move before the Dover. And normally Dover actually moves before the Tianlang because I want to speed him up, because I have to have him move before Sierra, which is actually pretty fast. So that kind of stuff. So therefore it's pretty nice to use like Ganymede Dover against Tianlangs, because then the team, or like the tuning makes more sense. So you can double bomb like straight up. So if a few bombs miss, it's just better. Similar team, similar way to kill it. He actually did outspeed, which is not a big deal because, hey, Gianna. Yeah, so cheat, right? That's pretty cheat. Main thing you want to focus on is that the Vanessa dies at the same moment that anything else dies. So if Vanessa doesn't die, then it's pretty bad. So I wasn't too sure if like Vanessa would have died from like those hits there, and I didn't want Molly to get or to Miho to get back, so I actually went for another rotation of bombs, and then I was pretty sure stuff would die, and it's just easy, smooth sailing. Smooth sailing on a shark. Still Dover, one of the best skins in the game. One of the best skins in the game. Like, the guy is riding a goddamn shark. Who came up with that? Give that man a raise. Give that man a fucking raise, man, I'm telling you. Okay, then we go into Hellfast. Yay! Those figures are actually pretty fast. If you outspeed my Gianna, well, those figures are pretty fast. Well, figure does have a lot of like higher base speed, so that does help quite some. And he didn't die. Well, that's a she. And she procced out, which is... no, that's a he. And I'm dying to Mr. Hellfast. Yuck. So this you kind of have to like time it pretty well that A, he doesn't get cleansed, therefore I used S3 here. But if that doesn't stun, that's also pretty bad. And that you kill him like more than 50% like right away, which I didn't hear. And then it gets wonky. And then you miss another bomb, and then he's actually, apparently this is over 50. Ah, come on. So yeah, that was apparently over 50. and you know where this one is going, right? You know where this one is going. Like you see the tower on the top right. You see that stupid tower on the top right, and you're like, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. You're sure gonna get it. And this exploded maybe like too early. Oh, this thing, man. This Hellfast zoop. Get the fuck out of my field. Defeat. Like one of those days, right? One of those days you can just solve with a sip of this. Drink responsibly, guys. Drink responsibly. So, yep, there we go, and again, and we just bombed the whole thing, and they would just land all the bombs, and we just bombed the whole thing, and like, we're done. Easy. Now we just sharp NATO attack, we proc, we do another sharp NATO attack, and we just pop. Easy match. That's the thing with bombers. Some match, like, sometimes it's really easy, and the next match is like, I just fought this one before, and now it's... You just go, ¿por qué? So, yeah, then we have Geldnir, which is actually a pretty good unit at the moment. Because if stuff doesn't die, he heals a lot. Look at that. He used 3 stacks and the shit is fucking full HP. Like, everything is full HP, pretty much. So, yeah, but then against bombers, it's not that good. Against Illusion, it's really good because you don't have that much, like, comeback mechanics. With bombers, you just rotate into a few new bombs, and it's just like, yep, boom. So then it's dead. Then we have Seiishizo, and I kind of wanted to test his team because his AO is insanely fast. I'm telling him, don't use this shit. Sorry that it hit you, Seiishizo, but I just wanted to test it. That it's shit. Use something else. I'm sure this guy is gonna get legend like instantly when he uses something else that's actually like dangerous to use, because this I could, the moment I can Zyros you, then like your team is never gonna get legend. Like if I can Zyros you, pretty much anyone can Zyros you. Sure, it's Molly in there, but how much is this unit's gonna do? You just outspeed it, you just Zyros it, you just even with that happening, like if that thing didn't stun, it would have been GG already. So therefore it was a bit slow, but GG, easy. But I know this guy can get legend. He's been fighting hard to get legend, but yeah. Christian Lang to OP. Defense to OP. I'm telling you. Like, look at my rank. I'm rank 7 right now. I'm carried by defense, man. I'm telling you. Like, I'm failing this rush left, right, and center, but I'm being carried by defense. I'm telling you. I don't know, man. OP runes on defense. Well, the thing is, like, you have... If you want to arena, like, arena is mostly based on, like, giants runes, right? But not your defense. Your defense is still, like, you want as much violent will and that kind of stuff on your defense, or you want to land bombs, as in this case. That was a 58k. That was not that bad. But you want to land your... Like, you want to proc, you want to have will runes, that kind of stuff. But those don't come from giants. So there's a lot of, like, arena players, like cleave players, that kind of stuff. But they have a really bad defense. So therefore, like, I think that's kind of the issue with Seiishizo. Like, he has really good giants runes, really good necro runes, but he's pretty lacking in his violent runes. And therefore, you can't really make, like, a bruiser team, which is, like, super difficult to... Because, like, the speed teams are not that good on defense anymore. Like, just putting a Triton on defense, like, anyone can bruiser a Triton. Like, in end of the day, like, I have my Fire Bruiser team, like, old videos way back. Fire Bruiser team, I just put it on auto and I just kill the Triton. Like, auto. Easy. So these kind of teams with, like, Juno, Acroma, that kind of stuff is a lot more, like, annoying, because you can't just outspeed it and Lucian it. Did that work? No, that totally did not work. Did it? Yeah! As one of the Cobalt Bombers is so OP, man. That's why Cobalt Bombers are better than the Jokers, because their as1 is actually a lot of damage, because it does more damage with more dots, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure. But that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. So, and then we have about 8 minutes left. 8 minutes left. 8 minutes left. So, going in for more bombs. Just going for safety. Like, at some point I felt like the Lucian team was not working. So then you have to go back to what's safe. And if there's one thing true about arena rushing, it's 100 times better to just hit anything that's safe than to hit anything fast and you might lose. So you don't want to lose. Like, obvious, but the thing is, like, you just waste a lot of time. You waste your wing. So you kind of may waste, like, a research of crystals. And you drop yourself and you don't get the point. So even if you win after a lose, you're just back on even. Cost you 2 wings, cost you double the amount of time. So you kind of lose twice. So you lose for not winning and you lose for losing. Like, the point gap, like, let's say you're at 2000, you lose. You're at 1990, but you could have been at 2010. So you lose 20 points for losing, pretty much. So that's kind of how you have to look at it. So losing is really bad, so you rather just go for, like, any safe team. And then I went in with the Tion again, where I'm like, I'm gonna get outsped by this Bernard. I'm gonna get outsped by this Bernard. I suck. I'm terrible at this game. Also, the Tion got... Do we still win this? There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. No. Done. So, yep, that's how you lose. That's how you lose, but you're still rank 10. Then we go in with the Kona. And I think it was pretty tanky, actually. I'm not sure if I actually managed to, like, properly kill him. But just to show the difference. Just because everyone is asking all the time, what's the difference between Kona and Tion? Well, this is the difference between Kona and Tion. And this is why your Pisama is Nemesis. Because, okay, still his Pisama kicks in, but then my Pisama kicks in. And then preferably you would have killed this Ritash, because Ritash always does S3 and procs in S2. Always. See? Always. Always. Like, I didn't watch this clip before, but I just know that Ritash always does. He always does. So, like, tell me the difference if he doesn't, but he always procs into S2. He always procs into S2. But yeah, so that's where that team is just a lot better this way. So still rank 10. So then we go for another Lucian. So then we go for another bomb, just to play it safe. The thing is, if all bombs land, the life is so smooth sailing when all bombs land. So that's a 1. That's a misser. Gianna, you have max. Do we at least land all bombs? We land all bombs possible on these. We land all bombs possible on that one as well. So we have 5 bombs out of 5. Could have been 6. It just makes things a lot easier. It does make things a lot easier. But yeah, this could have been like, it saves about like 10 seconds, maybe more, like 15 to 20 seconds, even if all bombs land and all stuns land. But simply you just have too many resistance checks that are 15% to expect that everything lands. It's impossible. So even like with Max Aki, don't expect everything to land on like these teams. It's just, it doesn't. So then a unit I've never seen on defense. Doesn't the dark one only get like the invisibility? And the light one doesn't? I have no clue what the light one does, but I was like, I'm gonna Lucian your ass. I'm gonna Lucian your ass. Pretty like definite Lucian on your ass on that one. See, and that's where I said that my Pisama actually cut in before his Pisama. He Nemesis on like a 45k Lucian. But still, because of the hitback that he did, my Pisama still cut because of that. Like the boost from Kabila, of course, but also the hit from his Pisama made my Pisama cut his. So that's pretty nice. So then I'm kind of struggling to find another match, so we just go for another. If you don't know what to do, you just do what you know best, which is placing more bombs. Yeah, is what it is what it is. Ooh, and I think this one went really clean, so you strip everyone, you push back everyone, okay, -1, it's fine. You bomb everyone, clean. You put the double bomb. I'm actually not sure. If you put 2 bombs, do they have to resist 2 bomb stuns to get out of the bomb stun? Like, you know you can resist a bomb stun, right? But can you resist... If there's 2 bombs, is there 1 bomb stun check? Or is there 2 bomb stun checks? I don't know. Leave that in the comments. I don't know. Never really tried. I also don't really care to test it out because it doesn't happen too often. But probably people that TOA hard like bump their way through know it. But normally it doesn't happen too much that you like get 2 bombs on a unit and then they... No, it doesn't happen too much. But that's how you want to see your bombs, like bomb teams go. And then it was like, okay, I have like 30 seconds left. Then you YOLO. Then you YOLO some team like this. You hope you don't get stunned. Then you just Zyro someone's ass or you just Lucian someone else. And you're like, okay, I didn't hit anything. And you're like, okay, this is going to shit. And then Tiana also glancing. More procs. Go faster. We're in a rush. That Zyro's S2 did 200 damage without the glancing. And it is time. So that was too late. Could have been on time, but apparently wasn't. So I finished rank 8 in the end. So yeah, I've been struggling a bit with like finding offenses. Been bombing a bit. It's pretty slow to bomb, I guess. So let's see for next week if I can get anything better. But until then, See you next time. And it was BG5, free BG5. Oh, imagine next BG5 like the whole hour on auto. Oh, so good, it's so good. Well, thanks guys. See you next time.